Good morning, everyone. I extend a warm welcome to each one of you on behalf of TVS Motor Company. Many of you have traveled from cities outside Chennai to attend this launch event, and I thank you for making it and being part of this special day. To start off with these proceedings, I would like to invite on stage Mr. K.N. Radhakrishnan, President and CEO, TVS Motor Company, to please deliver the welcome note. K.N.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of TVS Motor Company and all my colleagues, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the members of the media, our dear friends from BMW. We are live streaming this event to our partners and employees across the globe. A warm welcome to all of you. Last 3 years has been a great and an incredible journey for TVS Motor Company. We have retained our #1 position in the JD Power survey for customer satisfaction, customer service and quality. Our products, both motorcycles and scooters, continue to lead in their respective categories in JD Power IQS and Appeal service and scores. All our products, including the new launches of Apache RR310, Victor, HLX 150, Jupiter Classic and other variants have been extremely successful. We continue to grow faster than the industry and gain market share, both in international two-wheeler and domestic two-wheeler market. Both our lead products, Jupiter and Apache RTR, have achieved significant milestones. The Apache RTR series continues on an upward trajectory with an impressive 2.5 million units sold since its launch. We had a very healthy festive season and we are confident of continuing this growth and momentum. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our strategic partner BMW Motorrad, our customers, domestic dealers, international distributors, suppliers, and all of you for supporting us on this journey. Speaking of TVS Apache, this motorcycle series leverages on rich 35-year heritage with TVS Racing and is amongst the fastest growing premium motorcycle brands in the global market today. At the 2016 Auto Expo, we showcased one of our most exciting concepts, the Akula, which received a phenomenal response from all of you. Today, it is with immense pride that we bring to you our first foray into the over 300cc segment. TVS Motor Company has a strategic long-term partnership with BMW Motorrad to develop and manufacture sub 500cc bikes, both for domestic and global markets. The BMW G310R is the first motorcycle to be manufactured under this partnership. Today, we are launching the TVS motorcycle based on the common platform. We are confident that this product will set the highest benchmark for performance and win appreciation from all quarters. The product that you will see today is the culmination of years of sincere efforts. Before I conclude, I'd like to acknowledge the countless hours that all my colleagues have put in to make this day possible. Once again, welcome to all of you for this exciting launch. Thank you.
Thanks, K.N. We've always strived to create products for our customers that are both aspirational as well as distinct. To talk more about this transformational journey, I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Sudarshan Venu, Joint Managing Director, TVS Motor Company.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. A special welcome to our partners and customers, over 500,000 of them in 60 countries who are watching the live stream today. The economy is doing well and the auto industry is growing. In this context, TVS is focused on widening our product range and investing in technology for the future. The current launch of TVS Apache 310 is an example of this commitment, and we will continue to build on this. A few years ago, we started with the launch of the TVS Apache 150cc. This was then followed up with our 160, 180, and recently our 200 as well. TVS Apache RTR has become the fastest growing brand in the premium segment. Our new 310cc motorcycle reinforces our commitment to exceeding customer expectations and marks our foray into the super premium category. This is the most advanced product in our portfolio, and it is built on the 35 years of our experience in the racetrack. We are confident that customers will find this bike to be a great mix of race-crafted technology and riding dynamics. This product is built as part of our strategic partnership with BMW Motorrad. It has given both companies an opportunity to translate their collective learnings into cutting-edge quality products and create good growth opportunities for both companies. As we unveil our latest product, I would really like to appreciate the effort taken by our team over the past few years to develop this best-in-class product. We have always strived to create aspiration for our customers by bringing them aspirational products with cutting-edge technology. Based on this, we are present in over 60 countries today, and in most of these countries, the Apache 310 RR will be launched shortly. This bike has been designed to be a global offering and a true example of Make in India for the world. We are confident that this will improve our growth and market share in the premium segment. I'm really grateful to all of you for being here today, and once again, my appreciation to the team for this excellent product. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sudarshan. We'll now have a short act right now. Give them a big round of applause, please. Thank you. We are minutes away from unveiling a product that we all have been waiting for. Therefore, without much further ado, I invite Mr. Arun Siddharth, Vice President Marketing, Premium Segment Two-Wheelers and TVS Racing, to take us through the product strategy.
Welcome, and it's great to have all of you here for the launch of the Apache RR310 from TVS. And I think today is a great day for us because also it's the 10th year of Apache. And like Mr. KNR said, we'll have more than 2.5 million. In fact, by the end of the year, we'll be hitting 3 million Apaches and Apache fans across the world who will be riding on race machines and really expressing their love towards the moment of growing the entire point of racing as far as we are concerned, because that's what we are great at. As far as Apache is concerned, I would also like to welcome a lot of people who have tuned into our live webcast from across the world, from Latin America to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, and of course India, which is our home market. Like Mr. Sudarshan said, there are more than 500,000 people watching us, and almost the pre-campaigns have gone out to almost 15 million touch points across the world. So this is great, and keeping this in mind, without further delay to all of them, because they're waiting eagerly for the TVS Apache RR310, let me quickly take you through what exactly is the thought behind this product. Next slide, please. So this is a rough agenda of what I'm going to quickly take you through. The vision for premium business as far as we are concerned. How do we look at it? What is the market structure? Because we're all talking about big bikes. So what exactly is the market structure for this in India? 2, what is the TVSM presence in this particular market? Then, of course, TVS Racing, where we are celebrating 35 years of our brand. And of course, the product strategy in the end, which will take you through various touch points on how we came about this product and how we went about deciding this branding. So to start with, next, this is our vision. Our vision is to constantly delight our consumers through uniquely designed, thoughtfully engineered, and extremely desirable high-quality products and services that create customer delight, which are delightfully executed. This is what we want to stand for, and I think this, with every Apache that we have sold, which is also testament to the fact that we won JD Power so many times with the Apache brand, I think the new one is going to take the idea of delightful execution to the next level. So next, can we have the next slide, please? So this is the roughly the market structure in India. If you see in the overall two-wheeler industry, about 60% is motorcycles, about 35% is scooters, and in that the premium segment is about 15% odd. And the good part about this is that it's growing massively. Across the world also, where we sell in our international markets, this is a growing segment. So this is something where we can set aspiration, we can really showcase what innovation, technology, and high quality means. Next. What has been our TVS journey in this particular segment? So last 5 years, the segment has grown at about 10% CAGR, whereas the TVSM business has been growing at a robust 30%, which is 3 times the industry over the last 5 years, which is fantastic for us and gives us the confidence to take the next leap forward, because this is only a curtain raiser for what we're going to achieve. But also keeping in mind the fact that it's now the second largest brand in the sports segment in the country, and also the volume is almost tripled in the last 5 years. Next, please. So the results of the business side is what you have seen, but what makes that possible is a great story which believes in something that is really, really unique to you. And for us, that unique story is TVS Racing. The overall story of the Apache brand resides in the 35 years of learnings that we have had on the racetrack. And I think this would not have been possible if not for our wonderful racing team who help us engineer, craft, and test each and every Apache that our Apache club members and Apache fans across the world buy. Each and every one is engineered and tested by these particular gentlemen. We started in 1982 with our first moped, TVS 50, where we hit 105 kilometers an hour. And this is where our need for speed increased, culminating in 2015, where we were the first Indian manufacturer to go to Dhaka, which is the most toughest race, so-called the toughest race in the world, where you ride almost 14 days for 9,000 kilometers non-stop. After that, we have had 3 years of racing dominance, which also helps us create racing technology which can bring to our road bikes, which is what Apache brand is about. Engineering products, because essentially for us, TVS Racing is a part of our R&D setup. And they help and test everything that our engineers create. The unique thing about TVS Motor Company is that our designers, our engineers, our product marketeers all ride. And that's why each and every bike that we make has the kind of riding dynamics that any youngster would love on a bike of this class. Finally, each and every Apache that you buy comes with assurance that it's tested, developed by racers. So with this in mind, I would like to show a small snapshot of what we have achieved and what has been our story of TVS Racing for the last 35 years. Can we have the TVS Racing film, please?
It began as a passion and grew into an obsession. Racing is in our blood. Pushing boundaries, breaking limits. That's what fuels us. TVS moped clocked 105 kilometers per hour. Since then, we've never looked back. In 1988, the AX100 won the Great Himalayan Desert Rally. In 1992, the TVS Supra won the National Rally Championship. To commemorate this achievement, 250 special rally kit editions were made and sold. A revolution in racing began in 1993 as the Shogun kicked off ski bike racing in India. The iconic TVS Shaolin stamped its authority on the track and picked up the Indian National Rally Championship and the Supercross Championship in 1998. The period from 2000 to 2005 saw the legendary TVS Fiero dominate the grid. The bike won multiple road racing, Supercross, and Indian National Rally Championships. 2005 saw a new benchmark being set for performance with the launch of the Tvs Apache RR. The bike still continues to rule the track with a 90% win rate and multiple national championships. We won the Slaughter and Sri Lanka National Championship in 2011 and asserted our dominance again in 2016 and 2017. In 2015, we took on the toughest race on earth. We left our mark in Dakar as the first Indian manufacturer. We believe that racing should have no boundaries. That's why we created history in 2016 by becoming the first factory racing team in India to sign a woman racer while also launching the Women's Road Racing Cup. In 2017, the TVS Apache RTR cemented its supremacy by winning its 6th consecutive Iron MRC title. Our legacy has been shaped on the track over 35 years. Our commitment to performance and perfection has culminated into the ultimate track weapon.
It was more than 35 years of effort. I know there are a lot of passionate bikers who are sitting here who we have great admiration for. I don't think anybody would be here if not for the gentlemen here who have crafted this legacy for us, which we are taking it forward. Now, if you come to the overall industry per se, in premium business, there are 3 broad segments, so to say. There is, in India, the biggest segment, which is sport, which is the big segment where you have naked bikes and you have super sports. Then you have a touring nascent segment, which is developing. And then there is the heritage bikes. These are the 3 big ones. As far as TVS is concerned, we are very, very strongly going to play on the sport business. And that's where we are going to really focus with the Apache RTR and the RR. Keeping these in mind, the brand's structure for the brand architecture for us works out. Can we have the next slide, please? The next slide. Works out with these 2 big brands, which is the Apache RTR, which is our naked sport bikes, and then the RR, which we'll show you today, which is our super sport bike. So going forward, why the RR series? So these are the 4 big reasons why the RR series. The reason why Apache RR, the decision that we took on this particular segment was because of these 4 big things. To start with, our Apache consumers. We are a consumer-oriented company. We listen to consumers very, very hard. And when we have been seeing more than 2.5 million customers of ours, racing fans asking for a more powerful bike in terms of upgradation choices, I think this makes complete sense because it is meant for the racetrack. It is meant at the same time to be able to also do the job of taking him from Monday to Friday for his other commutes. So the whole point of this particular exercise is because it is the most challenging product concept to execute. And why do we say that? Because across Latin America, parts of Europe where we sell, Africa and Asia along with India, the big insight for us was that people don't really have two bikes. The youngsters have one bike which has to do the job from Monday to Friday of a weekday bike, and then on the Saturday, Sundays, it needs to really get to the next level and allow him to express his passion on the tracks or on roads where it's safe to do so. So keeping this in mind, we had to have a concept which would then build accessibility also to motorsport. With 35 years of racing with us and the racing team and all the ex-racers along with the current racers, we have a very strong rider contact program and consumer engagement program with the Apache fans. So to bring this to life, we needed a product where we can allow the Apache owners to come and really race on the tracks at the next level. So this platform gives us the ability to create a product for something like this, where we can really grow the market of motorsport. For example, like I told you, only 15% of the market at the moment is premium bikes. And we truly believe, rather than compete for share, to grow the market to the next level, we would make or unlock a big aspect of the value chain as far as premium motorcycles is concerned, which is where this brand really brings and opens up the kind of halo and the imagery of a racing brand that we really need. Finally, like I told you, it strengthens our racing positioning. RTR took us to this level. Now RR is going to really create the halo effect on the track, where we can really give our consumers a full-on track experience with a super sport bike with no holds barred along with TVS racing riders. Next. Now coming to the RR310. I know this is what you've been waiting for. So without much ado, let me introduce you to the bike in a small way. It has been developed with 5 big development objectives. First is performance, because it's an Apache. There is no Apache if there is no performance. So the first thing is performance first. Outstanding riding dynamics. The ability to create razor-sharp handling, along with having the ability to ride long distances or the ability to go to track, is extremely difficult to do so. So the riding dynamics makes you choose as to how exactly you want to engineer your product, and requires a lot of setting and development. Finally, an evocative signature design, because end of the day, it also has to be desirable. And the one great thing that we've achieved with this particular design is, not only does it look great, every surface on this bike, every aspect of this bike is performance first. None of it is just a styling exercise. Finally, we have taken aerodynamics in this class to the next level, where we have extensively wind tunnel tested this bike and come up with the lowest coefficient of drag in the industry. And we will be setting the benchmark here. And finally, superb quality fit and finish, because this is where a premium bike can really make you feel premium. Next, please. Now, in terms of the engine and the powertrain and transmission, it comes with a unique reverse DOHC incline engine. It is a very racing Q reverse incline engine. It comes with liquid cooling. Also, a horizontally split crankcase, which is a very high-end feature from big bikes. Cylinder head downdraft port with button tappet arrangement, again a very high-end feature. And also the bike, because it needs quick shifts, because it has a very linear spread of power and you don't want to be caught in the wrong gear, or if you're caught in the wrong gear, you would like to upshift or downshift, it comes with 6-speed gearbox with negative backtrack gears, so allow you quick shifting and avoiding any kind of false neutral. With this, we have been able to achieve, in terms of performance, a 0 to 60 time of sub 3 seconds. 2.93 seconds is the 0 to 60 time on this bike, and a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour. Next, aerodynamics. This is the next big thing that we have done as far as engineering is concerned. Normally, you see this kind of work happening on big bikes or cars. In a 300cc environment, we have the best-in-class coefficient of drag. We have a gill profile for thermal management, because it's important to make the rider feel comfortable when he's going on really hardcore touring, or at the same time on a racetrack when he's pushing the bike very, very hard. At the same time, extensive wind tunnel testing and computational fluid dynamics, which is the modeling that we've used to ensure that we have best-in-class engine temperatures near the leg regions. Also, what we have achieved with this is a drag coefficient of about 0.26, which is again a benchmark. Lastly, in terms of, next please, in terms of riding dynamics, it comes with a race origin lightweight trellis frame, a complete aluminium die-cast swing arm for lightweightedness. It comes with, our suspension is tuned by Kayaba, who have extensive race experience just like us. So it's a pleasure to work with people who understand racing. And also, it comes with a monotube floating piston technology on the monoshock, which allows you a very, very good performance and a very planted feel. So, this is about the product. What can we do about the experience that is going to set this bike apart? Now, this is where we believe, along with a great product, we are going to have a really great experience. The owners of Apache Tribe, or Apache Tribe, are going to have an exclusive experience, which is one of a kind, where we're going to open up the world of racing as we know it for our consumers to really fall in love and experience it. The first of them is the Apache Racing Experience. These are track events which will be held across the country, where we'll be training with TVS racing riders like Harry, Jagan, Aishwarya, all of them. Apart from that, this would be a 3-level program. So we don't want to make this only for advanced riders. We would like to have beginners, intermediate, and an advanced program, so that all kinds of Apache customers can come and enjoy racing in a really premium, safe, yet engaging experience. Then we have the one-make championship, which next year is going to go to the next level also. It's a satellite race series with special race spec one-make Apaches. And next year's special debut will be the Apache RR310, which will be for race spec on the one-make championships. In terms of owner groups, now we have 8 owner groups across the country already, along with Latin America, where we have more than 40 different owner groups. We have owner groups in Africa, we have owners groups in Southeast Asia. So all of them we would like to bring under city-wise chapters with Apache Owners Group, where they get one-on-one exclusive owner. Not only do they get rights, but they also get one-on-one exposure with TVS Motor designers, engineers, TVS racing officials, for creating a better interaction between the bike they own, the brand that they believe in, and the people who engineer them. Finally, in terms of Factory Tour program, we're starting this, again, it's only for Apache owners, where they can come into our factory with a pre-scheduled appointment, where we have slots in which they can register, and they will have the ability to watch their Apache getting built, and will be taken through the factory with experienced professionals who do this day in, day out. So this is where Apache world is going to go, the world of racing, the way we are going to internet everything together, and the sky is the limit as far as an Apache owner is concerned, because we have so many different experience programs to bring them together and get an experience of something. As far as their stock bike is concerned, they can come and take a part in AREs. If they want to ride an advanced level where they can ride a much more faster Apache, we have the one-make championships, and then of course they have the ability to meet the people who design and engineer their products along with the factory where it is built. So it's a complete 360 that we're building across. So this is the stuff that we're putting together. But there is one more which we are very, very happy to announce today, and it's also the world premiere for this particular event that we would be doing. I'm very, very happy to announce, next slide please, the Apache RR Club. This will be one-of-a-kind race-spec Apache RR310 Cup, which will be held across Latin America, South America, Central America. It will be held across Europe, Africa, as well as Asia, where people have the chance to ride events which are organized by TVS Racing, and also this would be in select nations where they get a chance to represent TVS Racing. And the winners of each continent square off end of the year in an exclusive event in a very, very top-notch racetrack in probably some of the best racetracks in the world, where they would square off against each other and the winner gets a chance to represent TVS Racing in their country. So this is the RR Cup, and this is how we're building the entire experience of the Apache tribe. Keeping all this in mind, and without wanting to keeping you for too far away, let me now present the product to you, and can we have the launch video followed by the launch sequence. Thank you so much.
Request Sudarshan to please come on stage along with KNR. Yes, you'll have enough time, so don't push around. They're going to be here for some. We'll do another round of photo shoot at the end. We'll give another 30 seconds, then we'll start with the proceedings. Thank you. Thank you, Sudarshan. Thank you, Ken. We'll do another round at the end. So.
Well, we'll do a walk around very soon. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Thanks, Aishwarya and Javan. Can we have everybody seated, please? We have another presentation to happen. The motorcycle you see here today, the Apache RR310, is an amalgamation of 35 years of racing experience combined with cutting-edge technology and best-in-class features. To take you through the engineering aspects of this performance motorcycle, I invite Mr. Vinay Harne, President, New Product Development, to please come on stage. Do another round of photo shoot afterwards, so you have enough time. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I will be explaining the technical details and how the product was developed. Many of the engineering details you will be able to see now. So we start with the Apache RR310 power pack. You can see here the specific features of this powertrain, where we have specially very lightweight design of the piston. We have back leaning engine and the back rack gears. We have reverse inclined, we have hydraulic chain tensioner and oil with a special pressure so that the engine with the camshaft is very tight. Cylinder head with reverse incline has helped us to get very compact layout of the whole vehicle, where with the reverse engine we are able to move the engine crankshaft to the front wheel, and that gives much more tighter layout of the vehicle with a longer swing arm. This has helped to get much better ride dynamics. Apart from that, we have downdraft intake. Downdraft port has helped in getting 8% extra airflow into the engine with the best power out of that.
These are the specs here.
The details of lightweight piston and the balancer shaft design with shell bearings, which has helped to make the most compact engine layout, delivering really high power to weight ratio of the engine. Acceleration and max speed details are here. The engine performance, gear ratio optimization and aerodynamics, these three in coordination has helped us to achieve best in class performance, best in class acceleration, passing acceleration and maximum speed. This will help the customer to come out first in traffic in the city riding, quick overtaking and enhanced racing performance. Now we go to the details of aerodynamic and thermal management. Normally we have belief that at very high speed only the thermal management or aerodynamics is important, but the details with which we have worked out is right from very low speeds. So we have done wind tunnel testing and measurements for setting the aerodynamic targets. From first principles, the computational fluid dynamics modeling has helped us to set the benchmark targets for this product in aerodynamics. The optimization iterations between wind tunnel and the model to prove that the model gives very realistic and believable numbers. After that, aerodynamic development process started. After hundreds of iterations and so many different designs of front panel, side panels or the fairing, we have arrived at the best aerodynamics and lowest possible coefficient of drag. This is in addition to that, we have taken care that while driving in slow speeds, the air from outside does not come on the rider's leg or hands or any other parts where it will be hitting. The design optimization for the CFD model and the particular CFD model, outline of the flow and the streamlining can be seen in these slides. With the design optimization, we have done final verification of the whole vehicle in tunnel and on road. And you can see that the lowest drag coefficient we have been able to achieve in this vehicle. It has helped to achieve 160 kilometers maximum speed. We have clocked even higher than that on road in many examples. This is the example of the thermal management work what we have done. The cooling system is actually a dual cooling where we have liquid cooling as usual, plus we have oil cooling, and the oil is cooled by the liquid with an oil heat exchanger. This has helped to bring down the piston temperature, helped to bring down the cylinder head temperature on the rear side, and the heat that goes onto the rider has been blocked by many kinds of the detailed design of the tunnels. Now we come to ride and handling. The focus is on multi-body dynamic simulation. Right hand side you can see the image of the multi-body dynamics. We have 4 different modes of riding: weave, wobble, and various measurements done after that on the road as well as on simulation model to achieve the best-in-class riding and very accurate and precise control of vehicle. The tuned chassis design is worked out such that we have very stiff chassis with a high potential for race performance. This is keeping the potential such that we have best strength which is required for actual race performance and the weight ratio. Superior maneuverability and low speed handling to have minimum tiredness during riding is achieved by many areas of work on the riding posture and ergonomics. As you can see here, the riding ergonomics for shoulder, hip angle, seating position and the seat profile have been designed to get maximum comfort during slow speed as well as fast riding. ABS is tuned for very high performance and precise control. So the focus is on really high confidence in braking, total control and enhanced safety. This vehicle gives highest turnings radius and maximum speed during cornering. We have achieved this with proper tuning for weave and wobble and stability. The vehicle performance is tuned with extensive tuning on the racetrack. This vehicle, as you have heard so far, has been designed on racetrack by race riders. Several weeks have been spent on racetrack testing. More than 3,000 plus laps have been taken by really good riders and champions. All our engineers are best riders and some of them have spent time on this vehicle for tuning. We have thus have been supported by race champions, MotoGP and experts from Kayaba on track handling and track dynamics, and we can say that we have the best lap timing on this vehicle, which is the lowest in class. We come to lighting and electronics. We have first time bi-LED projector headlamp and all LED lighting system in this vehicle. The advanced technology details can be seen here, where we have many areas which are first time. The specific instrument cluster and electronics is a new thing. We wanted to have a very narrow front fairing for best aerodynamics, and so a vertical layout of the speedo cluster has been selected. We come to the style design for this. The detailed design has been worked out with our experience of getting really best-in-class styling for this particular segment, and you can see some of the conceptual design work, how it started. The whole design has started, as you know very well, from the Akula concept, and the speed, agility and evolutionary perfection can be seen in this detail. Out of many sketches and many directional work that was done, one concept called Akula was shortlisted, and this was taken up for further development. And this is the detail of the first concept that we developed as the base sketch, and this was detailed and engineered into a finally full-blown product that you are seeing today. The tank, seat and tail proportions, detailed design of each and every part. There are many details and I am just showing you a few examples of that. Particularly the vertical speedometer. The fit and finish and craftsmanship. Each and every vehicle is built with care by the plant and operations. Every area, the gaps, the matching of the parts, and every area is taken care by quality standards. These are the specifications of the products that we will launch. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. With this, we come to the end of the presentations. We will now have an exclusive preview of the new Tvs Apache RR310 television commercial. Can we have the video, please?
Why do we race? For the
also have another video which talks about the features behind the bike. Can we have that too?
Every element of design on the RR310 is formed that aids a singular function: performance. The inspiration for the RR310 stemmed from the shark. Quick, agile, and an apex predator. This inspiration manifested itself into an aggressive stance, a raked-high tail, a forward weight bias, and a streamlined design. The bike was sculpted with a single-minded philosophy: to be an uncompromising racer. The twin bi-LED projector headlamps are a first in its segment and enable clear visibility even in harsh conditions. Track feedback comes not only from the feeling of the bike on the circuit, but a sophisticated race computer that provides lap timings, gear shift indicator, and race diagnostics, the elements of design culminate to make the RR310 the ultimate racer. Five red lights, the interval that separates the calm from the storm. That instant of finding the bite point and waiting for a surge of power to kick in. Propulsion off the line comes from the unique reverse incline DOHC engine. The innovative compact engine layout provides the best-in-class power-to-weight ratio. This allows the 310cc power plant to peak at 9,700 RPM, while 0 to 60 is attained in 2.93 seconds. The heart of the performance racing machine has a peak power output of 34 bhp. As the bike rockets off the line, the aggressive power is transmitted through intuitive gear shifts from the precision 6-speed gearbox with negative back rack gears to prevent false neutrals. The 8-plate clutch with torsional dampening and push rod arrangement offer instinctive feedback for precision launches. When the race begins to heat up, the engine of the RR310 stays cool. The liquid-cooled oil cooling technology manages the engine temperature at any race distance. The complete power package to race to the top of the lap board. To be a force on the track requires the taming of the forces of nature. Crafted by the wind, there's no formula for victory, but this comes close. The coefficient of drag, the formula that sculpted the RR310 into a streamlined racer. Through rigorous wind tunnel testing, the Apache RR310 has mastered the complex science of aerodynamics. Every surface, every contour, and every angle on the Apache RR310 channels the air to achieve the least drag resistance. This strict design philosophy has yielded the best-in-class coefficient of drag. The advanced aerodynamic design channels airflow into the ram air intake to keep the engine cool, while hot air is circulated out through the gill vents and patented deflector cowl to manage engine temperature. The complete aerodynamic package, harnessing the wind for the win. The Apache RR310's agility through the turns is the result of lightweight construction and precision engineering. The Racing Origin lightweight trellis frame forms the spine, and provides high dynamic stiffness for total control at high speeds and tight corners. Perfect track balance is achieved through a suspension setup, precision-tuned by experts from KYB. At the front, the inverted KYB cartridge forks provide dual directional damping control. At the rear, the race-tuned KYB monoshock suspension with monotube floating piston technology allows for aggressive cornering. The ability to brake late and get on the power early is the key to the perfect lap time. The intelligent dual-channel ABS achieves this, even in the most treacherous track conditions. The advanced system provides rear lift protection and keeps the bike planted on the track, even under aggressive braking. The complete riding package to push the limit and redefine the racing line. The ultimate track weapon. Tvs Apache RR310, pure racecraft.
Thank you. With this, we come to the end of the event. I'll request Sudarshan and Kiran to please come on stage. We're going to open the house for Q&A. Please raise your hand with the mics will reach you. Please introduce yourself and we'll answer as many questions as possible. Any questions?
Yeah.
Swati.
Hi. Swati Khandelwal from Business Television India. You said this will also cater to the global markets. Will it immediately, sort of, when you launch it here in India, simultaneously will you launch it in all the markets that you mentioned, or will it happen phase-wise?
It will happen phase-wise, but it will happen reasonably quickly and it will happen phase-wise.
Right, and what are the kind of numbers or targets that you have for this bike you've kept in mind, which should sort of give you the threshold of a certain number that you've...
We're looking at about 10,000 bikes in the first year.
This includes domestic and global, or both?
Yeah.
And for domestic itself, what is the kind of demand you expect?
Swati, let's just
10,000
take a couple of questions, please.
Okay.
Chobo? Go ahead.
Hi, this is Jobo from DriSpa. First of all, congratulations on the launch of the Apache 310. I think a question everybody wants to know is that how different is this motorcycle from the BMW, the Apache?
This is coming out of the common platform. We are, you have seen the presentation. Apache RR is very clearly has got a distinct character, different features, completely different styling, and it will definitely look at a set of customers who are very attracted to the racing pedigree.
Next.
Show me from overdrive. What is the price of the motorcycle?
Show me.
Very most important question, right? I think pricing will, ex-showroom price will start from 2,05,000, and it will vary from state to state.
2,05,000, 2.05 lakhs. And the availability, Kena?
We are starting bookings very shortly, and it will be available by the end of the month.
Ex-showroom 2,05,000, and it will vary state to
state. 2,05,000 is where?
We will come back to you as we roll out state by state. We will come back to you on the exact state.
Amit?
Hi, this is Amit from Motorites. I just want to understand what does RR stand for? Typically, it's race replica. In this case, what does RR stand for, and what is the kind of competition that you're looking at? The products that you think are the competition for this product?
RR does stand for race replica.
Okay.
And it's a great bike, and I'm sure it will do very well with all the racing customers.
Another question is, which products do you see as the competition for this one, and how is it different in terms of positioning?
This bike is best in class, and I'm sure all the customers who go for it will enjoy the racecraft and riding dynamics in a very unique and special way.
Thank you.
Great.
Daniel here from Motorbeam. Apache is known for its vivid colors. So are there any more colors which we're going to expect coming here, or these are the only two?
We'll start with these two. Depending upon the customer liking, we live for Apache customers, and I can promise you, so Apache customers will be always delighted.
Honey, at the back.
Good afternoon, I'm Sumantra from Autocar Professional. Congratulations on the unveil. The next phase, as you say, it's a global product. Would you look at other manufacturing or assembly bases overseas as well? I mean, you have your own in the ASEAN region, and perhaps tapping your partners somewhere else, or would that be an option you're looking for?
Right now, we have enough capacity in Hosur, so I think it will be make in India for the world.
Okay. And in the presentation, it also showcased the Apache brand having two different. One is the RTR, one is the RR. So this, I assume, was the start of the series. So what is the spectrum do you see for this part of the Apache brand story, the RR part?
So this is the first RR, and it's a fantastic bike, and I'm sure we'll see as time goes what will be for further Apaches. But we're also launching our 160 Apache soon.
In the RR series?
Hi, here.
Go ahead.
So I have two questions. One is, would you retain the name Apache for all the Superbike series? Be it for this one, for the upcoming bikes also. The second one, what about the engine? Was it supplied by BMW, or was it a joint development one? Could you provide some details on that?
As we mentioned before, this is part of the joint project with BMW. Regarding the Apache brand name, so far we have used the Apache brand name. This is the first bike in the super premium category. And we'll see about the brand name as we go through with further launches and future products in the super premium category.
This is our first foray
we are focused on strengthening the Apache brand name, which is doing very well globally, and I think it has a very good product range, a very good fan following. So we will work to constantly strengthen this brand.
Hi, Girish from Business Standard. I just wanted to know what is the current market size of super premium bikes globally, and the first year, what are your targets?
First year already we have highlighted, we are looking at a target of 10,000 bikes.
In terms of market share?
Market share, we are not looking at it. We are looking at first year 10,000, and we are very confident that this bike will do extremely well.
Okay. And also, you will also be selling globally, and BMW's product will also be there. So, do you see any conflict there?
Apache RTR and Apache RR is a product which has got huge opportunities, and at this point of time, I think we are focused on that.
Hello, we have one more question that we can take. Last question, please.
Hello, this is Praveen from Automotive Script.
Okay.
Yeah. Could you just give us more glimpse about the RR Cup, which is about to take place next year? When will it start and something like that?
Can we take that offline? I think Sid would be able to answer that question. We'll take that offline on the RR Cup.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Go ahead.
We also have to save something for sharing with you later.
Yeah, last question, please. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Soham from PowerDrive. I would like to know, for more passionate bikers, there will be a performance boost kit for this bike available later on?
Today is the day of RR launch. Okay, my colleague Siddharth has presented a lot of good things about how we want to take Apache Club. Okay, I'm very sure many things will unfold as we progress.
We've already announced the Apache 1-Mate series in 2018, so that's one thing. And that will be even more track pure. So we'll see. you will see a lot of action to build this further.
With this, we come to the end of the Q&A. Can I request all the photographers to please come in front? We'll do another round of
Thank you
photo
once
shoot.
again for this wonderful event, and thanks to our colleagues from BMW here, BMW Motorrad, and all the friends and from the media and all our employees and all the viewers who are watching this live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I also request the electronic media to please set up the cameras here on the right? So Darshan is going to give a soundbite to all of you. We'll just do it right away after the photo shoot. Electronic media, please, on the right side. Yes, can you make it quick, please? You can come up on stage and take the pictures if you want. Please do not fiddle with the stand and take pictures as we are so.
Alright, so let's talk about some of the details here. Let me just put on the mic.
Sudarshan, 1 minute. We're getting the camera.
Okay, so we are looking at the instrument console right now.
Thank you.
There you go. This is the instrument console, and on the right you have the tacho, ABS off. Then you have the fuel gauge, temperature, gear indicator, and this is the speed. Telltale lights. You got an ABS light here. I'll just turn it off and on again. These are the telltale indicators for you. And as you can see, clip-on handlebars. The levers are not adjustable though. The quality of switchgear seems nice. There is an RR310 emblem here and a TVS leaping horse here. The fairing seems to be reasonable size, though it won't be able to deflect all the wind, I guess. The mirrors seem to be wide enough, shouldn't be a problem. Although we'll be able to tell once we ride the bike. This is the fairing on the side. Bi-brake front brakes, pedal discs, and the tires here are Michelin tires, 110/70 R17. Michelin Pilot Streets up front, upside down forks, and you can see these fins peeping through the front fairing. Nice. Trellis frame painted in contrasting red, monoshock in white. .150 section rear tire, again Michelin. This thing also gets 35 years of racing badging on the rear panel. The seat is pretty high set, so not very comfortable for the pillion. for sure. This is nice detail here. And this is key slot here. Here's a closer look of the tail lamp, all LED. And there is a separate brake light also, it seems. LED blinkers. Exhaust. We cannot fire the bike up right now, but this thing looks okay. Not very stylish, but we'll have to see how it sounds tomorrow when we ride it. There is this TVS Racing badging on the engine casing as well. The rear pegs, front pegs seem to be reasonably rear set. Although I think this would be a good mix between sporty and reasonably comfortable riding position. Doesn't seem to be overly sporty to me from this angle, although I've not sat on it yet. Here's a closer look, and now we'll move towards the red bike. So the RR310 branding and Apache branding is more prominent here, looks more sporty. Which one would you choose between the two, black or red? Leave your choice in the comment section. Overall finish looks pretty good. I don't see any bits which are off. The paint quality is also pretty good. This is not metallic. From this angle doesn't seem like metallic. There is this race striping here. There is a closer look at the rear panel. The tank height is pretty high, as you can see. And if you can see this divide, this is not a single piece. You can see there is a divide here and it goes towards the left. Okay, someone has started the motorcycle. Let's see if we can get you the exhaust note. Okay, so this was interrupted. Here is a closer look at the headlamps. Let us know what you think of the styling. Do you like it? We would be looking forward to your comments. There's also this nice detail where you have this Indian flag tricolor on the fairing, on the wind deflector, sorry. Can you guys see this? And this is the front of the black version. Any specific parts you guys want to see? Because we'll be shutting down this live cast in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let us know if you want to see any specific parts. There is this two-tone treatment on the right one. So it's red here and black here. Okay, front light, okay. This is the front view. Instrumentation has already been done. We started the video of the close-up with the instrumentation, so that part has been done. Exhaust has also been done. You can go back on the timeline and see the exhaust as well. Alright, so here is a top view for everyone. Price is 2.05 lakh rupees, 2,05,000 rupees ex-showroom. Rear tire is 160. Hold on, 150 section rear tire. Just look at this exhaust coming out from here. Looks beautiful. Side view, sure, side view. There you go. We have been told to not start the engine, so cannot fire the engine up. We would have loved to, but we cannot, unfortunately, since it's indoors and there are some restrictions. Okay, speedometer, I'll go ahead and show the instrument console once again. There you go. Yeah. A closer look. I'll just turn the ignition off and turn it on again. Here are the telltale lights, ABS, high beam, fuel and turn indicators. Switch gear, you have an engine kill switch here and electric start button right here, and these are the beam settings, turn indicators, horn, and this is the pass switch. Clip-ons.
You can do this one. 0 to 60. Done it.
Let me also cycle through the, so this is the lap timer, date, lap timer, setup. I'll have to really spend some time with it to understand. This is the odo. This is the fuel range. This also has a distance to dry, so it also shows you the range, average fuel consumption, and I think this is the amount of fuel that you have in the tank. It's showing 6.2 liters right now. And this is the first trip, 250.8 kilometers. Trip 2 is also the same. And the top speed achieved by the motorcycle till now is 147 kilometers per hour. Average speed 28 kilometers per hour. So a pretty extensive instrument console with a good onboard computer. 0 to 60 is also shown as 6.9. Somebody did a 0 to 60 run, so he recorded a 6.9 seconds 0 to 60 run. So that's all there is in the instrument console. Somebody was asking for the exhaust, so here is the exhaust again. We cannot fire the engine up right now, as we said before, but it doesn't look all that great. It's decent, but we could have done with a sportier design here, I think. The rear disc is also ABS enabled, so this gets a dual channel ABS. Alright, I'll turn my side and show you the bike from the other side, just so it looks a bit more clear. Here's the look of the red one. No, we cannot sit on the motorcycle right now because it's on the paddock, so we cannot right now. Okay, tank closer look. Very high set, and it's not sloping where the seat meets the tank, so we'll have to see how comfortable it is while braking. There's a view of both the bikes together. Since this is from the launch event, we cannot really do a proper walk around, but we'll try our best, and maybe doing it once we have a better understanding of the whole product would be the more sane thing to do. Doing it right now would probably we will probably miss out on a few features that need to be discussed. I think the tail lamps really stand out. The tank is metal. The tank is not fiber. No, it's fiber actually. It's fiber. The tank is fiber. It's not metal. It's what's written there is race pack on the trellis frame, but it's just a trellis frame, so something extraordinary about it. Yes, USD folks. Yes, ABS can be turned off, I assume. You can turn off the ABS. I saw a setting in the instrument console, although I'm not 100% sure, but ABS probably can be turned off. That should be a feature. Tank is fiber, yes, tank is fiber. We'll try to go towards the front closer as you are required, and I think we'll have to shut this live session down here because it's been some time, and we have shown whatever we could have shown you, and the next thing we are going to do is we are going to do a walk around of the bike with all the details, and that would be more informative. This the purpose of this live session was to cast the whole launch live and give you all the information first hand from the makers of the motorcycle. In the next video we'll talk about the motorcycle from our own perspective, all the features, what we think. At this point in time we think that it looks very well finished, and there are some elements that we really like. There are a couple of them which we don't so much.
Just one shot. Just one shot.
But you'll have to give us some more time to have a well-formed opinion about the motorcycle. So guys, that was our coverage of the TVS Apache RR310 live. We hope it was informative to you and you got the answers to most of the questions that you had. And for all what remains, and a more opinionated version of this video will come in some time, and we'll try and make sure that it comes to you very, very quickly. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Amit Changani signing off.